Hello, Dr. Pondillo.
Well, hello there, David. How are you today?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. For those of you
It's,
who look at that face and you say, oh, that is a trustworthy, academic, professorial, beautiful, that's the guy that I want to know everything there is to know about what's going on in the classroom. There's your guy. Actually, this is the guy that's also responsible for me, being in radio, being in television, being an actor. If it wasn't for Bob, I'd be like some computer nerd at AOL for the rest of my life, or working with Mac. Anyway, Bob and I used to work in radio, and I asked him to be my guest today because he has a wealth of knowledge, a doctorate. Apparently, between the bachelor and the doctorate, did a master's thing, and is someone who teaches at the college level, at the university level, Middle Tennessee State University, most recently. And something came across my desk that made me want to. I'm always constantly trying to, make things better with the VO2GoGo classes and with the other classes that I do. And I recently was made aware of something that when I called you and talked to you about it, you go, oh, yeah, that's something that's going on right now. Tell me about flipping the classroom. What is that all about?
well, flipping the classroom is a pedagogical kind of notion. I wouldn't say it's a new thing. It's been around for a while. But the idea that in typical classrooms, the professor or the instructor stands before you, does a presentation, offers homework, and then you go home and do the homework and bring it back, right?
Right.
Well, in flipped classrooms, the student will go home and watch a video or two or a series of videos, usually provided by the instructor, and then a homework is given, and that homework is then brought to the classroom
Mm-hmm.
where the student works with the instructor. And that's the notion of the flipped classroom, where it's kind of backwards. First, you get the instruction at home, usually via computer,
Mm-hmm.
and then you take the information, do your homework, bring it to the classroom, and because of something like your class, VO2GoGo, it's experiential learning. I mean, this is all about practice more than anything else.
Which
So to
which we
have the
do,
instructor,
which
yeah.
we do in class now. What I've been doing is I've been recording the classes on video so that people can get them anytime they want. And when they come into the live class, I'm basically doing the exact same presentation. And then we do questions and answers. We do on mic workouts. So people come in, they have copy that I give them, they work out, I adjust them, they get better, they record it. I record it, I send it to them. So it sounds like I've been kind of being a little redundant in terms of doing it live when I could just make it easy for them to take the classes whenever they wanted, and then
Right.
concentrate in the live group setting on questions and answers and discussion and exploring topics that might be pertinent to them, not necessarily to the group in general, to the class, and also do the
Yes.
workouts. So
Exactly. It's more efficient this way. Moreover, because people learn at different speeds, if you watch something in the instructing in the videos and what have you, and you just don't get it, you can go back and watch it again or
right,
again, what have you, and then write down questions and bring all those questions in. So there could be a really nice discussion session.
sure,
Uh, Perhaps because people who, one person who saw something also talks to the same question that another person has. So there's a
sure,
nice discussion. And then the experience of actually doing it, the experiential learning that we talk about, that's the important thing, the practice
yeah,
that you give them.
yeah.
Uh, and to have you in the classroom walking around, listening to them, making suggestions, explaining why that doesn't really work that way,
Sure.
talking more about copy and those kind of things. I mean, wow, it's
It,
excellent.
it's really interesting that you and I are in a very specific place in life, having had the background of radio and performance and voice work and voiceover and all that, and then now part of our lives is teaching. And it's kind of interesting to me how things progress and how people try things, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. This is something that seems to have not only worked but is sticking. And so what I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion of is that I'd like to, for the new year, take my classes and make them consistent online, really put effort into making the online classes even better than we did this past year, where we completely redesigned them, added new media, added video, added, for years I had all these classes and I never played any audio.
Oh, well,
that's like going to be very voiceover. Yeah. So now we have video, we have audio, the slides are easier to read and all that. But then concentrating in the live setting, either online or in a classroom, because we'll do both, with questions, discussions, workouts, it'll be more efficient for everybody, and I believe more effective, don't you?
I think so. I do. There's a lot of evidence, but now it's coming forward. It really is because of, nobody has any money for schools and what have you, or teachers and those kind of secondary things, secondary school issues. It's coming forward, and more colleges are getting involved in this as well. Of course, online, study has been around for many years now, but this is a new thing, and it sounds like it's at least in this particular area, any type of experiential learning, where you have to do something in a classroom with a professor or instructor watching and listening. You can't beat it. It really does work.
Well, it's settled for me. You've convinced me, and so have others that have talked about it. I really appreciate your time. Again, it's called Flipping the Classroom. It's going to be our new strategy for VO2GoGo, and Dr. Bob Pondillo, the real Bob James, when I was growing up on the Big 1220 WGAR, the reason I'm in radio. I can't help but tell you how much I appreciate your time and your support and all of your wisdom.
Well, for what it's worth, thank you, David.
Thank you.
Much.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
You, Dave.
What's that?
You worked really hard.
What's that?
I said you worked really hard. That's the reason why you got where you got.
Thank you.
You have that basic talent, but you worked so hard on it. And I think anybody that has a chance to work with you and learn from you, wow, what an experience. And it'll be a good thing. It'll pay off.
Yeah.
I think you have evidence.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of success stories, so it's kind of cool. Thank you so much. We'll take this Love Fest offline, and we'll talk soon. Dr. Bob Pondillo from Middle Tennessee State University, from the wilds of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. Thanks for watching.